Could I please have all the veterans stand to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance tonight? First, have a veterans and give them a round of applause. Veterans. That's you, Tom. If we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated.
Mayor Racy.
Here.
Councilman Miller.
Present.
Councilman Porter.
Here.
Councilman Webster.
Here.
Councilwoman Skiff.
Here.
And Councilman Wagner.
Here.
You do have a quorum with all 6 members present. The first item on the agenda is the administration of oath of office. The first oath this evening is for Mayor John P. Racy, and that is going to be given by Wayne County Commissioner Al Haddis.
It is a great honor for me here today to be part of this event with a great congratulations to the mayor and to the First Lady, and wish you the best. John, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
That I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Charter of the City of Wayne,
and the Charter of the City of Wayne,
and that I will perform my duty as a mayor of the City of Wayne
and I will perform my duty as the mayor of the City of Wayne
until November 9, 2020.
until November 9, 2020.
To the best of my ability, so help me God.
To the best of my ability, so help me God.
Congratulations to both of you.
First off, I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. I have some family here, my parents, Gail and John, my sister-in-law Donna, and my mother-in-law Lois, of course Natalie, my brother Sean, my cousin Karen. She came in from Chicago to come to this tonight. My cousin Sandy and her boyfriend. And then I also have a couple friends that came in from Detroit, Sylvia Stewart and her mother. So thank you for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you for everybody coming out tonight. I just want to say I look forward to to serving the city. I just want to see our city come back together and start getting back to work, and have our council work together as a team, and work with our administration to make Wayne a better place. You'll see tonight, we're going to be starting some of those things tonight, getting 3 new police officers. That's a big deal, and I'm really excited about that. And I want to publicly say, so that people know this, I put it on the record, Chief, please keep continuing to look for more police officers. We will find the money. We need more police officers, and we want police officers in our city. There's just so many great things that we have going on with our Main Street with our downtown, and I'm excited to try to see if we can make things better here in Wayne. It's going to be it's going to be tough, but I'm going to be calling on the citizens. We need your help, and we're seeing some of that happening with our Parks and Rec Committee and some of the other things where it's going to take the citizens to want to bring the city back. It's something that we're all in or we're all out, and we have to be all in together to make Wayne better. So if we can be all in, we can do this together. So thank you. If I could have my family come in. Yeah. Marie and Sylvia, could you come up with us too? No more announcements. We might need 2 rows. Do we want to go to the side? Easier to go to the side, or doesn't matter? We can do it to the side if that makes it easy. If we do 2 rows, maybe I'll get everyone. Come up here.
I think I'm going to stand up.
Bring your mom and dad up. Right.
I don't want people to think I'm the crazy cousin. This is the weird guy in the back.
Natalie's mom. Yeah. How are you? Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anybody else you want?
Yeah, my wife and my 2 kids.
How old are they?
4 and 2.
Wow. Well, you're up next. I think you're up next.
Am I? I don't know. They didn't tell me these things. They don't tell me these things.
The next is for Councilman Anthony W. Miller, and that will be given by Judge Laura Armack.
Yes.
Okay. Please introduce them.
I'd like to introduce my godmother, Margie, my sister, Debbie, and my mom, Rosemary. I chose them here tonight particularly because, quite frankly, they've been the strong women in my life throughout since I was born. So, you know, they mean a lot to me. And my family means a lot to me. And I couldn't be more proud to serve this community. And it means a lot to me to be able to give back to my family for all the things that they've done for me throughout the years. I owe it to them. So I'd like to ask Marge and Deborah and Rosemary to come up with me as the oath is being administered to me. And I also want to thank Honorable Judge Laura Mack for administering the oath to me. It's very honored to.
Thank you. It is truly my pleasure to be here today and to serve the citizens of Wayne as I have for the last 15 years. And I was elected this last November with no opposition, but it was still very nice to see all of the people that voted for me, and I welcome this opportunity to serve the citizens.
Okay. And then if you want to do that, you want to stand here, and then I'll have you stand here. The microphone will pick it up, and then you'll raise your right hand.
Okay, Councilman, right hand.
I'm left-handed.
Okay, repeat after me. I, Anthony Wayne Miller,
I, Anthony Wayne Miller,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Charter of the City of Wayne,
and the Charter of the City of Wayne,
and that I will perform my duties
and I will perform my duties
as a councilman of the City of Wayne
as a councilman for the City of Wayne
until November 14th, 2022,
until November 14th, year 2022,
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
And I will witness your signature.
What do I have to do now? Nothing?
The problem is, should have been on the other side. Fine.
Do I have to do something?
Yeah, he's from right here.
All right.
Put your right hand.
And then I think that we're going to get a picture of everyone together.
In front of you on the
All right.
front of the side.
So we're going to get a picture. And the camera's out there, so help.
We're going to take a picture just after we have.
Okay.
We're safe.
I have to do this because my mom's always done it for us. She says, "You got this."
We good?
Thank you so much.
Congratulations,
Thank
John.
you.
The best of luck.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
Here's this one. The next oath of office will be for Councilwoman Kelly S. Skiff, and the oath will be administered by Robert Borgi. Raise your right hand and then your left hand. Yep. There you go. Thank you.
I, Kelly Sue Skiff,
I, Kelly Sue Skiff,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Charter of the City of Wayne,
and the Charter of the City of Wayne,
and that I will perform my duties as a councilwoman
and I will perform my duties as a councilwoman
of the City of Wayne until November 14, 2022,
of the City of Wayne till November 14, 2022,
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the best of my ability, so help me God. My family is out in the hallway because they're my family and we're always late. So I would like them to come up for a picture, and my cousin Mel too, please. And my cousin Robin as well.
You don't want to stand together? The last one. Okay, and then the final oath for the council is Councilman Philip A. Wagner, and Robert Borchi will be doing his swearing in also.
I, Philip Andrew Wagner,
I, Philip Andrew Wagner,
do solemnly swear
that
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Charter of the City of Wayne,
and the Charter of the City of Wayne,
and that I will perform my duties as a councilman of the City of Wayne until November 14th, 2022.
as a councilman of the City of Wayne until November 14th, 2022.
To the best of my ability, so help me God.
To the best of my ability, so help me God. This is my wife, Victoria, my daughter, Vivian, and my son, Nate. And also here are my dad, John, and my business partner, Mike. You guys come up for a picture?
Maybe you have to slide over just a little bit so we can see you. Okay, we want to see you. There you go. Go that way. There you go. All right. Okay, thank you. The next item is swearing in of the new police officers. The first officer is Jonathan Marcian. Jonathan, if you'd like to come on. I, Jonathan R. Marcian,
I, Jonathan R. Marcian,
do solemnly swear
that
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Charter of the City of Wayne,
and the Charter of the City of Wayne,
and that I will perform my duties as a police officer
and that I will perform my duties as a police officer
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Jonathan does have some family members, so if you'd like to come up and join him for a photograph. You can put your hat on. Right. chief is going to do all three at the end. He'll come up, okay? So, thank you. Right. Oh, John. The next oath is for Officer Keith Williams. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just repeat after me. I, Keith A. Williams,
I, Keith A. Williams,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Charter of the City of Wayne,
and the Charter of the City of Wayne,
and that I will perform my duties
as
a police officer
to
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Perfect. Thank you. And Keith does have some family members present also, if you'd like to come up and join him for a photograph. Yeah. So, you want to put your hand? Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Right. And we've got one more. Michael Bolton, if you'd like to come up, we'll do your oath too. Thank you. Yeah, don't let me forget. All right, thank you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Great, thank you, Michael. So, I, Michael J. Bolton,
I, Michael J. Bolton,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Charter of the City of Wayne,
and the Charter of the City of Wayne,
and that I will perform my duties
that I will perform my duties
as a police officer
as a police officer
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, she is coming. There you go. There. Okay. Three gentlemen will return. There you go, Michael. If you want to come up with the chief. Pardon? With all the officers. Okay. Okay. Jonathan, why don't you come on this side of the chief? Yeah. I think we're good. All right. So you squeeze together just a little. And then the other officers that are present, if you'd like to come up for a photograph. I know Ryan, Abe, Finley. Thank you. We may make 2 rows. It'll be easier. How you doing? Good. All right. Okay, turn on your side, Michael. Turn. There you go. Thank you. There you go. Okay. One more. I think the back is right here. Right?
Oh, you told me to get in the middle. We got one up.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Right? Oh, one more. Oh, right. Okay, we're good.
Can we hold on 1 second? I want to take a picture with. Have you guys like?
All of the council.
I'd like all the council to come in here. So we'll be the back row. Just something I want to start. No, we're in between you guys.
Maybe you should.
Yeah, there you go.
Come out front.
We will have to do 2 rows. I think if the officers are, I guess the officers just stand behind, and then the council in front. Okay. You're good. No, I think it'll be fine. So just come stand next to John, right? Phil, and then Phil, if you'd like to come over here, and then I think if you stand kind of between John and Finley, I think. Let's see how big they are. Just step a little forward, and you turn. Just as long as you can see the camera, they'll be able to see you. All right, thank you. Right. Okay, thank you. I think we're good. Your stuff is right there on the corner.
You don't want to walk.
Just like your wedding day. All over again.
Everyone get a little closer. A little closer. I know. There you go.
One way or another, we'll learn to get closer.
There you go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Tom, this way.
Oh, I've got it. We'll go.
So it's not on right now?
No, it's off.
Green is on.
Okay, we'll take a recess once we'll do this list.
I think you can probably just announce if they're done, you know, certainly if they don't.
It looks like it's off.
Is it?
Will we do the recess or not?
I don't know if we have to. Just,
Well, there's
just
people
give
in the hallway
everybody-
and stuff.
Just so you're going to give everybody a minute or two to
You want to do?
clear.
Do we want to do the recess now, or do we want to do the Mayor Pro Tem thing? We'll do the Mayor Pro Tem thing and then.
Okay, that's fine. Go to the
Maybe, if we would, we're going to take a 5-minute recess.
We'll do the Pro Tem first and then take the recess.
Pardon?
We'll do the Mayor Pro Tem first and then do the recess.
Okay.
Thanks, Matt.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is the election of the Mayor Pro Tem.
Do we have any nominations for Mayor Pro Tem?
Yes. I'd like to nominate Councilman Tom Porter for the position of Mayor Pro Tem.
I'll second that.
Any other nominations? Okay, we have a roll call vote.
Okay. This was a motion made by Wagner, supported by Skiff, for to nominate Tom Porter as a Mayor Pro Tem. And the first vote is Councilman Miller.
Yes.
Councilman Porter.
Yes.
Councilman Webster.
Yes.
Councilwoman Skiff.
Yes.
Councilman Wagner.
Yes.
Mayor Racy.
Yes.
It is unanimous. The motion carried with a 6-0 vote. So Tom Porter is now the Mayor Pro Tem. And actually, I think you'd like to move next to the mayor, and I will move your name tag and everything. So we're ready for that. Thank you.
I'm tired of walking.
Do we need to take a recess or are we good?
Perfect.
Let's just keep rolling.
Okay, we'll just keep going.
It's quiet.
I'm not sure if, well, we can, let's take a 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to take a 5-minute recess for anybody who wants to go up and take off, and then we'll start the meeting back up. please take your seat? We're going to get started in a minute.
No, it's the same way.
It is 8:43, and we're reconvening the November 20th, 2018 City Council meeting. The next item on the agenda is a moment of silence for Jackie Gagnon and Beverly Vandervenet. Jackie was a longtime resident of the city. She worked all the elections for me at Hoover School. She also, many will remember her working at Able Table Rental along Michigan Avenue, and was much loved by her family, her husband Ray. And then Beverly Vandervenet is a retiree of the city. She was a secretary in the personnel department, retired in 2002, and she passed away yesterday.
You take a moment of silence, please. Thank you.
Okay, item 1 is the approval of the agenda.
Move to approve.
Support.
Matt, I have one change that needs to be made on that. On the bid awards on A, 5A, it should read approve the bid award for the epoxy of the floor and the removal. Where is it? Yep. Yeah, City of Wayne Fire Department epoxy floor removal and replacement instead of repainting. Anybody else? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
The next item is item 2, City Council minutes. Item 2A are the rescheduled meeting minutes of November 5th.
Move approval.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
The next item is item 2B. These are the regular meeting minutes of November 6th.
Move approval.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
The next item is item 3, presentations. Item 3A is a presentation by Beaumont Healthy Wayne. So, Eric.
Eric Woody, thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, members of the council, for having me. So I am pleased to be here tonight to chat with you about Rotary Park 2. Beaumont Hospital Wayne is interested in revitalizing the current play structure that is like on that site for a playground. You know, I kind of wanted to chat with you about a few things in terms of how this kind of came about. As you know, that playground set has, over the years, degraded. There's definitely been some complaints from the residents, and this was originally sponsored by Oakwood many years ago, and it's an opportunity for Beaumont to move forward and fix the structure. So right now in the process, we are working with the city, with John, Ed Queen, and Healthy Wayne in getting some feedback from our residents in that neighborhood. So currently we've partnered with Wayne Rotary and Healthy Wayne to pass out surveys, about approximately 200, 250 to residents in the surrounding area. You know, that survey is just very general. You know, do you have kids? Are you walkable to the area? Would you accompany your children? Can they bike there? What kind of equipment would you like to see? You know, we've gotten a few responses back so far, but I believe we're leaving that open for a few more weeks to just get some more feedback. But that includes, items that would be expected, like slides, maybe a community garden, ground level equipment, benches, and essentially what we would do with that feedback is, work with residents through Healthy Wayne to kind of guide the design process for this playground to make sure that what we are building there best fits that community's needs. And then, so that should wrap up near the end of the year. So that's kind of where we are so far. Part of why John and I wanted to be on the agenda tonight was just to make sure that residents are aware, because I believe that structure is getting torn down in the next couple weeks here. So that way people aren't kind of surprised or wondering what is pending for that. So, I mean, that's kind of what I have so far. And I'd be happy to update you guys along the process as this gets developed more, but kind of got to get the surveys back before we move forward. So any questions or
anybody?
Anything?
Are you allowing questions during the presentation?
No, actually, we're not doing it for presentations. I had a comment, though. Okay. I just wanted to thank you and Eric Widner for everything working on this. This is something that's been dear to my heart. I've been working on this for about 4 or 5 years. Kristen Wolf, who's a resident over there at the park, asked me about, is there something we can do with that? And I have actually found the message just recently and just continue to work on that. And part of that was because I was a council person in Ward 2 and felt I needed to look into that park and also being a Rotary member. But I really appreciate you guys stepping up to the plate and looking to take that even to another level than what we even have. I was happy just to get a play structure, but Beaumont has said that they want to do whatever they can to make it even better than what we have, and I really appreciate your commitment to our community and look forward to continuing to work with you guys in the future. So thank you, Eric.
Thank you very much.
The next item is item 4, public hearings. Item 4A is a public hearing to consider the amendment of the Community Development Block Grant CDBG program budget to transfer $64,320.37 to fire station improvements from demolition.
Okay, the public hearings, did you get to first say something?
I think Ms. Goen is going to just address you.
Okay, thanks.
Good evening. Congratulations, Mayor and members, new members of the council, Councilman Miller as well.
Thank you.
This evening, I would just like to explain what we're doing. I've been before you in times past to transfer money from one account to another, from one eligible activity, we'll call it, to another. As you know, community block grant funds are used throughout the city in low to moderate income areas as deemed by the federal government. We do receive our allocations from Wayne County. We did allocate a significant amount of money into demolition this year because we truly anticipated completing that project on Michigan Avenue, the former Meaning building, as you all know. Unfortunately, the demolition and the progress moving forward to complete that process has been stalled. So the county had put a timeline in place of December 31st. If you do not spend your allocated, this is 17 money we're dealing with, by December 31st, the money will be returned to the city, or to the county, excuse me. I did receive word at about 2 o'clock this afternoon from Mr. Carroll, the CBDG director, that a couple of communities really raised their voices, so to speak, and forced the county to allow a 3-month extension of the funds. This is very exciting because we are transferring the $64,000 into an eligible activity. The fire station is located within our low to moderate income area. So we are looking at it, removing and replacing the epoxy floor, and when that item comes up on the agenda, I'm sure Mr. Byton and Deputy Chief will speak to that. We will have approximately $25,000 left. So the team is going to sit down, the administrative team will sit down next week and strategize about where we will allocate the other $25,000, where it could be best used throughout the city. If we do allocate that money, I just want to let you know, to a eligible activity that is not currently approved, such as senior services, demolition, or code enforcement, we will have to hold a public hearing again and go through the process like we're going through this evening. So it is a little bit lengthy, but if we're able to spend our money, we've not had to return money to the county since I've been here, which was 2016. If we don't have to do that, that's going to be wonderful. So that would be the administration's goal. And I can take any questions following the public hearing.
So go ahead and open the public hearing.
Yes.
Okay. Public. I got a gavel.
Open the public hearing?
Yes.
Okay. Public hearing is open.
Anyone would like to address the council, please come forward, state your name and the street in which you live on. Okay, close the public hearing.
Close the public hearing.
And then there is an item on the agenda regarding the resolution for this transfer. So we would make a motion. If there are no comments, then we can make a motion to accept the transfer and go forward.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mayor Racy, can they accept any comments from the council or questions regarding the matter?
Sure. Well, this is a public hearing for the public, not the council. If the council chooses to discuss the resolution before them, they have the right to do so also.
Do you have a question?
Yes, I do. Thank you. Could you just refresh the council's memory on how much money that we did receive from the county?
Absolutely. It's $1,115. Oh, I'm sorry, $1,115.69.45. It's on your memo.
Okay. We're referring to the replacement of the epoxy flooring at the fire station that cost $25,000, correct?
Nope.
38.
I'm sorry, 38, and there's a remainder of $25,000.
That is correct.
So what is the total dollar amount that we received from the county originally?
$115,069.45.
Okay, it sounded like you sounded $1,000.
Oh, sorry about that.
My question is, what are the limitations of what we can use it? Only in a low income area? Can we use it for ordinance officers or any of that sort of?
I will address part of that, and then I'll let Mr. Byton, if that's okay with you, Mayor.
Sure.
Yes, we are currently doing that.
Okay.
We allocate a certain amount of money for code enforcement last year and this year, and the only items that get reimbursed, or the only calls, so to speak, that our current ordinance officer goes out onto that we can use to voucher our money down are calls that are within the low to moderate income areas. Okay. So Mr. Byton actually has to filter a report of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of visits to reflect only homes that are within those low to moderate income areas. Okay. So I will let him address that.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, as far as the ordinance officer might be considered related to the CDBG, I'd first like to say we'd love to have another ordinance officer. We need another ordinance officer very much. The percentage of time that the ordinance officer spends in the CDBG area is minor compared to the rest of the city. And so though we could perhaps acquire some more funds or some funds from the CDBG, it would largely have to come from somewhere else. And so if you could find that for us, we sure would appreciate it. But that's kind of how it connects with CDBG. Thank you.
One other question is, Ms. Going, is how much do we expect to get from the county next year, fiscal year?
We actually already have our allocation. Oh, my eyes. We already have our 18 allocation. It's increased slightly, $127,231.
Have you already set in mind on some projected ideas on how to spend that money?
Well, yes, you approved this at a meeting probably about 5-6 months ago. Okay. We have code enforcement, public service seniors, administration reimbursement, housing rehab. This was one of Mayor Rowe's requests, $58,000 for housing rehab. And then we have $20,000 in demolition.
Thank you.
Do we need a motion?
Yeah. Any other questions?
If there are any other questions.
Can I get a motion?
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
The next item is item 5, bid awards. Item 5A is to approve the bid award for the epoxy floor removal and replacement of the Wayne Fire Department Station apparatus bay floor to be paid from the CDBG budget. This approval is subject to a written contract that is acceptable to both the city and the vendor.
Move to approve.
Support.
Discussion?
And you are going with the alternate bid of $38,750 with Great Lakes Concrete, correct? Councilman Webster?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
The next item is item 6. This is appointments to boards, commissions, and committees. Item 6A is to approve the appointment of Mayor John P. Racy as the delegate to the Community Development Block Grant Advisory Board.
Support. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay. Item 6B is to approve the appointment of Mayor John P. Racy as the delegate to the Conference of Western Wayne.
Move to approve.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 6C is to approve the appointment of City Manager Lisa Nocerini as the alternate delegate to the Conference of Western Wayne.
Move to approve.
Support. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 6D is to approve the appointment of Assistant DPW Director Edmund Queen as the delegate to the Central Wayne County Sanitation Authority.
Move to approve.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And item 6E is to approve the appointment of Finance Director Catherine Sample as the alternate delegate to the Central Wayne County Sanitation Authority.
Move approval.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And then item 6F is to approve the appointment of Scott Gochai, 34828 Michigan Avenue West, to the Downtown Development Authority to fill the unexpired term of John Racy until December 2019.
Move to approve.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Scott, would you like to say anything?
We're just going to roll with it.
I'm glad to see you appointed to this board. So.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor. On behalf of myself and the entire Gochai clan, we'd like to congratulate you and all the new oncoming council and all the current council who won their positions and everyone else involved with the city. I've been raised in this city my entire life. Look forward to playing another part of the city and increasing the embetterment of Wayne. Hopefully we can do things together with the Downtown Development Authority and with the council. So together we can make Wayne great again, as you say. Thank you. I'd like to recognize my family that all came, my wife, my sister, my brother, my daughter, my nieces, and my cousin. A lot of Albanian pride here in Wayne, so thank you.
Thanks, Scott. I look forward to working with you.
The next item is item 7, Communications and Reports. Item 7A is the OPEB Actual Valuation Report.
If Katie come forward.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I've left in front of you a copy of our OPEB Actuarial Evaluation Report that was done by GRS. We do this every couple of years as part of our audit. Our last one that was completed in 2014 had our OPEB liability of $87,842,000. With this report, after putting in place the stipend for health care, now our liability as of June 2017 is $7,537,000. So that's $80 million decrease in liability for the city.
Great. Thank you.
So we'll receive and file that.
Yes.
Is that good? Right. And then the next item is item 7B. This is a flyer regarding Small Business Saturday, which will be held on November 24th, 2018.
Is Maxwell from Main Street Director?
Good evening, Mayor and members of Council. Like some of the other speakers that have come up, I want to congratulate everybody on their elections and our current council members. My name is Maxwell Cameron. I'm the Executive Director of Wayne Main Street. I wanted to share some information with you about a great upcoming event that we host on behalf of our business community here in the downtown, Small Business Saturday. This Saturday, November 24th, we're going to be doing a couple of activities aimed at promoting our downtown and getting as many people into downtown Wayne and shopping. We have our annual kickoff event happening at Karma Coffee from 9:30 a.m. till noon. And this year, we're also pleased to add another event. We're going to do a visit with Santa at the State Wayne Theater. We'd like to thank the State Wayne for hosting that event for us. From 11 o'clock to 1. So I'm excited to share with you that we already have about 300 people registered for our Small Business Saturday activities. That's about double where we ended up last year. So our registrations are going very strong. It's also important to note that this is part of a larger campaign this holiday season meant to market our downtown. We're doing the event activation, which includes the kickoff and the Santa event, as I mentioned. We're also going to be doing a giveaway of $1,000 in gift cards to local businesses. So participants can come, get their tote, and some of them will have a gift card in it, product from local businesses. It's a pretty cool event for all of our participants. But we're also doing a direct mailing, social media postings, a lot of activities meant to encourage folks to shop in our district this holiday. So want to thank all of our sponsors, again, the State Wayne, Jack Demer Ford, Comcast, Wayne DDA. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. And then Karma Coffee, of course, for hosting our kickoff. So thank you for letting me share some information about Small Business Saturday tonight.
Thank you, Maxwell.
The next item is item 7C. This is a communication from Police Chief Masiak regarding the Department of Justice grant for bulletproof vests.
Chief Masiak. Sure.
Good evening, Mayor, members of City Council. Once again, this isn't basically this grant comes about every 2 years, and this year I applied for and received $3,900 from the Department of Justice to purchase vests for our officers. Right now, the vests are approximately $699, so they reimburse half. The city pays for the other half. So this usually, and also I put in for extra vests in case we hire more officers as well. So we receive this vest, and then usually if we don't spend that money, it goes back and we reapply every 2 years and we get more money. So, any questions at all?
I just have a quick question. I remember when this came up last time, you said there was an expiration date on these vests. How long do these vests last?
So they're every 5 years. Contractually for the officers, we buy a vest for them every 5 years.
Any other questions? Okay. Thank you very much.
And the next item in communications and reports is item 7D, and this is the October 31st, 2018 Revenue and Expenditure Report.
Receive and file.
Okay, thank you. The next item is item 8, general items for consideration. At your places is a revised 8A. There was a typographical error, so I fixed that for you. 8A is to approve lot split number 2018-05 This is for parcel number 55-001-02-0026-300, and this is at 32707 Michigan Avenue, which is the Red Apple Motel.
Motion to approve.
Support. Any discussion?
Mayor Racy, is there someone here that can explain this one for the public?
You want to
provide some information?
Okay.
So the residents know what we're doing up here.
This is, of course, this is an item that is to be approved by the council, a lot split. So what is occurring here at the corner of Vinoy and Michigan Avenue, there is the Red Apple Motel, the Red Apple Restaurant, and they've requested to actually split a portion of the motel property that will eventually be joined with the restaurant. They are in the process of selling the motel, and they will be selling that kind of minus one lot. And they're going to combine this lot that is split off, if approved, with the restaurant, so they will have appropriate parking. So they're not going to leave the motel short, and then they're going to have appropriate parking for the restaurant. As it was built and developed, of course, it all functioned as one property because it was owned by the same property owner. Now that the motel is in the process of being sold, they do have to do the paperwork necessary to kind of split the parcel.
Thank you.
Yeah, they've already actually put together the office at the hotel already. It's all in place for them to make all this happen. So it'll be a good thing, and we may even have a name change on the hotel at some point. So, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 8B is to approve the defined benefit pension retirement system and the Protecting Local Government Retirement and Benefits Retirement Health Benefit Systems Corrective Action Plans. And I've done that. I put this in, but I did not. Katie sampled it. I don't even really know what it is. So if you have questions, please ask Katie.
Katie, do you want
motion to approve?
Second. Okay, we'll have Katie come up and explain for everybody.
Good evening again, Mayor and Council. This is our pension and OPEB corrective action plans for the state. All cities that weren't meeting the minimum funding requirements had to file these. With our pension, we're now at 60% on our last report. So we're able to just put on there that now we've met the minimum and submit that. And for the OPEB, because of that much lower liability that we have now in that last report I was mentioning, we're now under 12% of how much our annual employer contribution is compared to how much our government revenue is. So because we're under that amount, we'll be able to pass with this one as well. And also, the state did approve our 45-day extension and said everything looked good.
Great. Any questions? I just want to say thank you to the staff and the administration. This is great news. We're heading in the right direction. There's positive stuff happening right now, and thank you for all your guys' hard work. Can I get a motion? A motion to approve? I'm sorry, you already did that.
It's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Item 8C is to approve a letter of understanding with Police Officers Association of Michigan, POEM, regarding the return of Michael Bolton to the Wayne Police Department.
Move to approve.
Support.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 8D is to approve canceling the January 1st, 2019 regular City Council meeting and calling a rescheduled City Council meeting for Tuesday, January 8th, 2019 at 7 p.m. due to the New Year's holiday.
So moved.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And this is added item 8E. This is discussion regarding the appointment to fill the vacated council seat of John Racy.
Through
the chair to the city attorney. I have a question
in regards to how we normally do this, we usually have the interviews and we go through and do all that. Is that what we have to do? Are there other options for us other than doing the interviews and having a special meeting?
Sure. Thank you for the question, Councilman Webster. The only requirements of the charter are that the vacancy be filled within 30 days of the vacancy occurring. So that would have been on election night, so it would have to be filled by December 6th. And the requirement of the charter is that the appointment be done by a majority vote of the council. As you recall, during the last time you filled a vacancy, you had some council rules that you'd passed that had a newspaper notice requirement and then a round-robin interviewing process. That was Council Rule 7 for proposed council vacancy process that was passed in 2007. But those are your own rules. You could decide to follow those rules. If you want to suspend those rules and just have an election or have a nomination and the position filled pursuant to a majority vote is laid out in the charter, that's also an option for you. In the Council Rule 7.1, it specifically says any vacancy on the City Council shall be filled by appointment with the procedures described therein, unless a different manner of filing said vacancy shall be prescribed by City Charter or other applicable law. In this context, prescribed means approved, so the City Charter in 5.6a is the language that lays out that it has to be filled within 30 days of the vacancy occurring and it be done by majority vote. So you've got a number of options. You can do the process that you did last time according to your Rule 7. You can suspend Rule 7 and proceed to a vote. It has to be done within 30 days, so that would be December 6th. So you'd have this meeting, or you could call a special meeting between now and December 6th, or your next regularly scheduled council meeting is December 4th. So you've got a number of options for the council to consider. Did that answer your? I guess
Yeah.
that's a long way of saying no. You're not bound by what you did last time. So
That's perfect. Well, in that case, I'd like to make a motion to suspend the current rules and go ahead and make a vote if that's what the council would like to do.
We do need a second on the motion, please.
I'll support it.
Okay.
So the motion would be to suspend the rules, and then you would discuss nominations.
I would like the specific section of the rules, though, to be quoted in the motion. So, because I don't want the entire rules to be nullified, so it would be Section 7.
Section 7.
Thank you. Does the motion maker agree?
Yes.
Thank you. And the second?
Do you agree, Kelly?
Do you agree? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions by council?
Mayor Racy, my question would be that we would not be sending out asking if individuals that would like to be interviewed for this process. Are we eliminating that as well?
I think that's what he's.
Well, that is the motion.
That's what his motion is. Yes.
Thank you for the clarification.
Question. I'm assuming we have to have another motion to put in place a procedure that we're going to follow?
Well,
This has to be majority.
Yeah, I basically.
It would be the charter. Basically, the charter indicates that the 5.6a that it would be filled by a majority vote of the remaining members of the council. So it would have to be a majority vote of the 6 members of the council. Someone would have to place somebody's name in nomination, and there would be an up and down vote.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and Council. In regards to those, I think we should make the election to fill that vacancy as we did status quo. If we refer to our charter, well, we've been waiting, and some of you, Mr. Webster, Mr. Mayor Raisa, Porter, Mayor Pro Tem Miller, I spoke of that exact question. How are you going to fill this vacancy that we have? You did not have it on the agenda today as how you fill this vacancy. I've asked you for over 3 meetings. But as we direct the question that Jeremiah Webster, councilperson, asked, as we go ahead and just make a decision today and bypass the rules. Procedures. Where's Mr. Porter? Procedures. Policies and procedures, which you ran on years back. We must adhere to these rules and regulations, policies and procedures. And the city charter, as you stated, has you at 30 days to fill the vacancy. I wish somebody would speak to that. Maybe Matthew Miller, through you, Mayor, could expound on this. We have had the elections now. They are all done with. All wards have been certified and filled by due process and election. Mr. Reza left Ward 2 to sustain the election of mayor. Therefore, I believe in reading the charter of the city of Wayne, if you vacated Ward 2, then that chair is for Ward 2. And we need to have people from Ward 2 step up to the plate and fill that vacancy, and therefore you shall publish it. You shall publish it and post it to the public, and not just on cable, because not everybody has cable. So let's get the word out to the people. Vern Amos, a very vocal person here and a well person, he lives in Ward 2. We might want to ask him if he wants to run. But I got too many daggers in my back already. And you know how it feels, Councilman Porter. But the rules are the rules, Mr. Bosnick, and the charter reads that way. And I've been studying it for quite a few months. And I hope you'll bring it up to speed. We do not change the procedure just to satisfy a quick fix. Okay, you've said we've come a long way.
This is the end of the 3 minutes. Please end your comments.
My 3 minutes are over. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
But we've come a long way. We're going to respect the people and not interrupt them. I'm going to finish by saying we've come a long way. So if we've come a long way, let's stay on the right path and go.
Thank you, Mr. Osborne.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Blackwell.
Good evening, Mayor John, Reza, council members. You might want to refer to section, I believe it's 4.3 in the charter, wards and precincts. I think that falls under this. I'm not the attorney, but being from precinct 2, same precinct as you, I would like to see someone pursuant to the charter, which those of you that have been elected swore to uphold tonight. This is the law of Wayne. So precinct or Ward 2, we need somebody from Ward 2, not at large. So
No, absolutely. It would have to be Ward 2. Okay. That's what the charter says.
That's a first for us that we agree on something. So it's
We've agreed on other things. But
First meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, I think just for clarification, I think all at-large positions are finished now, right?
That's correct. Everybody has to. We have to have representation from every ward. That's what the charter states now.
Mayor, as an option, I believe that we should put this out and advertise for people from Ward 2. However, the last time we did that, we had like 15 or 16 people, and I think that's too many to sit here and go through. It's wasting their time, it's wasting our time to select one person. So as an option, I would suggest that we put it out, and then we have a committee of 3 council people, narrow it down to 3 people to come in and give an interview and a letter, and we select from those 3. Just an option.
I agree.
Okay. Any other questions?
We do have a motion on the floor regarding the suspension of section.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that vote, and you guys want to keep that on the table? Okay. So go ahead, let's do a roll call vote on that.
Clarification on it. So that's going to, you're going to suspend Section 7, and we're going to go ahead and make a motion to accept someone on council right now from Ward 2? Or
If that's what... If
that's what I need to know. Before I vote, I want to know if we're going to...
That's how that reads, right? That's how I'm understanding it.
The motion that was made was just to suspend the City Council Rules and Procedures, Section 7.
So we could do that, and Councilman or Mayor Pro Tem Porter's option could be one of the options that they choose. The council chooses too, because you'd have to suspend that too to do what he's saying.
Well, it would be the entire section would be suspended,
right?
And then a motion can be made either within that motion to have establish the committee. I think that we should do kind of one item at a time.
Right.
So
we need to suspend it first, and then figure out which way the council decides they want to go. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So this is a motion that was made by Councilman Webster.
And you'll do roll call for that.
Yes. Thank you. And then it was seconded by Councilwoman Skiff. And this is for the suspension of Section 7 of the Council Rules and Procedures. This is item 8E. The first to vote is now Mayor Pro Tem Porter.
Yes.
Councilman Miller.
No.
Councilman Webster.
Yes.
Councilwoman Skiff.
Yes.
Councilman Wagner.
Yes.
Mayor Racy.
Yes.
So the motion did carry by a 5-1 roll call vote. And then the next, you can continue the process that you'd like to establish by making a motion.
Do we have anybody that wants to put a motion out? Discussion or motion?
We don't have to appoint them tonight, right?
Well, we need to figure out what we're doing.
If we choose to appoint, we don't have to do it tonight, right?
Correct.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we just got to figure out what the process is now that it's been suspended.
Councilman Porter had made a suggestion.
Yes, Mayor Racy. I would support Councilman Porter, but my only thing I would ask to reconsider is the fact that we should just stick with letting people submit a request to be interviewed, and it could be 5, it could be 15, but you know what? It's our obligation to interview these individuals, okay? And quite frankly, us to be secondarily involving a third party, per se, a council committee, to kind of intercept in some way, shape, or form, I find it to be prejudicial. I think that we should keep this clean. I think if there's 5 or there's 15, we have an obligation. They are our residents, and they all have an equal opportunity to apply for this position. And that's how I feel about it. I did, you did, and many of you up here today did. And we should not change that same process.
We already changed the process.
Well, you're asking if
we've gone back to the charter and how the charter is doing, and now we got to figure out what we want to do. Correct? Right.
Yeah, you really have all sorts of options. The charter requirements that it be done within 30 days, so there would have to be an appointment by December 6th, and it would have to be by a majority vote of the remaining council members, of the 6 council members. And then it would, again, I was delinquent, it would be somebody from Ward 2 also.
Okay, so I have a bit of an idea. Why don't we put out the notice, accept something in writing from anybody that's interested, and then our next meeting is December 4th, correct?
That's the next schedule.
Okay, and we have till the 6th, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so then we all equally get whoever puts in these resumes, and we look at them, and we vote at the next meeting.
Mayor Racy, maybe just suggest it would only be from Ward 2. You said
yes.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to have a meeting an hour early to go through that, and then at 7 so that we?
Yeah.
Just because we don't know what's going to happen.
Yep. Let's do that.
Would you be interviewing them as well?
No, I think we're just going to go through and look at whatever they submit in writing, forego the interview process, and then everybody can make their individual decision, and we'll go through and vote.
will be a special council meeting that will begin at 7 to discuss each of the candidates, and then on the agenda for the regular meeting, we would have the appointment to fill the vacancy.
Yep, exactly.
Are you going to make that a motion?
That's my motion.
Mayor Racy.
Is there a second for this motion?
I can support it.
Okay. Discussion. Go ahead.
Mayor Racy, just for clarification, what Councilman Webster just spoke about with that regards, you spoke that we would look at, each of us individually would look at all the request letters. Would we then narrow it down amongst each of us and submit that suggestion, and we could narrow it down that way if it becomes, excessive? Would you consider that?
I mean, are we allowed to do that as a poll and just send what we think to?
No, it does have to occur in an open meeting.
That's what I thought.
I think that, again, the motion is made, it is seconded. Maybe to kind of tighten it up, maybe that will help. What will occur again at the special meeting will be the discussion. What will be on the agenda will state the discussion of the candidates to fill Ward 2's position. And then we would call the special meeting, and then we also should maybe include a deadline that we would have everyone to have to provide their interest letter and resume. I would think maybe by Friday the 30th. That means the packets will already be going out, so you'll be getting a separate delivery. But maybe actually maybe Thursday the 29th, as City Hall is closed. So maybe to include that in the motion, kind of to tighten it up, so there will be discussion of all the candidates in an open meeting at 7, and then the item would be, then be on the regular City Council meeting. It could be a concise way to handle it in the open meeting.
Okay. Would you support that, Councilman Webster?
I'll support that.
Thank you.
You're fine with that? Okay. Any other discussion? Eric.
I'd like to ask that the resumes be included in the packet if it's public. All the resumes last one for this round, so look up everybody, get a lot of information, figure out who they liked, who they didn't. It would be beneficial to the public if we could all see everyone's resumes. What is interest? All that.
Is that possible?
That's possible. I mean, we'll have to redact private information and such. So.
It wasn't last time, but I'd be fine with that.
Okay.
It should be.
Thank you.
Mr. Shirley.
So we'll prepare a regular packet that would just go out then at that time.
Robert Sherlin. I'd like to make a suggestion that the board consider what they're doing at this point in time. If you go ahead and put it out that you're looking for someone from Ward 2 to fill a position, you take nominations from the floor at the meeting. It'll cut down a lot because there's going to be a lot of people that don't even bother to show up for these meetings. They never bother to do anything but to put their name in. We never see them at the meetings. We don't see them before or after. And we go through a round robin of 14 people or 16 people, go through a round robin, and darn, half of them aren't here anyway. It'll cut down your process a lot. You can take the applications and read all 15 of them or 30 of them or 50 of them or whatever. But if you take nominations from the floor, you're going to get nominations from the floor for people who are actually interested in the position, not for people who say, oh yeah, I'd like to have that job. You know, I mean, you guys are, think about it. Right. Think about your nominations, and instead of spending your hour before the meeting, you have 5 nominations to look at, or 5 people to look at. You might do that during the meeting, go to closed door or whatever you want, or spend 20 minutes reading the applications and go from there and take your vote from there. Cut the process down. I don't see why you're going to go through applications for everybody and go through a round robin. I don't know how long that took last time.
We're not doing the round robin.
Yeah, that got eliminated.
We eliminated that's what it got. That's
okay,
the first
so you're not
vote.
going to do the round robin.
Correct.
So you're going to take nominations.
We're doing
from
exactly
or
what you're
gonna
saying.
Take nominations from application.
Well, whoever has applied, we're taking it from them. Yep, exactly what you said.
At the minimum, I feel that we do need to have an application process so that we have all the proper information. There's a requirement also that they're a resident of the ward and they're in good standing to the city.
Correct. So we're asking for a resume and
a letter,
or a letter of a resume and a letter.
Yes.
Okay. And that's in the motion then.
Yes.
Okay. Provide both. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Do you want to go ahead and do
Would you like to do a vote?
A roll call would please. I'd appreciate it.
Okay. This is a motion by Councilman Webster, supported by Councilwoman Skiff. And this is first to call a special meeting for Tuesday, December 4th, 2018 at 7 p.m. For the purposes of filling the vacant council position for Ward 2 with the resume and cover letter submitted to the city clerk's office by the November 29th, 2018 at 4:30 for consideration at that council meeting of December 4th, the regular council meeting. Okay, the first to vote is Mayor Pro Tem Porter.
Yes.
Right. Councilman Miller.
Yes.
Councilman Webster.
Yes.
Councilwoman Skiff.
Yes.
Councilman Wagner.
Yes.
Mayor Racy.
Yes.
It is a unanimous 6-0 roll call vote. And the next item then, so is item 9. This is the administration reports.
City Manager.
Through the chair.
Yes.
Good evening. I just have a few items tonight, and then the city attorney. Do you have some items this evening as well?
I just have one item.
Okay, I'll leave it to you. I'll pass it to you then. I did leave an updated dashboard at everybody's spot. That is the yellow, green, and red document that shows all of our progress. So I ask you to take a look at that, see if there's anything missing, or if you have any questions, let me know. I do want to, because we kind of breezed by it, but I do want really quick to just, if you didn't have a chance to read Katie's memo, the finance director, I really want everybody to hear this just line, because it is very important and it shows the hard work that this city has been doing to try to keep us financially on track. And it has been a difficult 3 years for the employees, for everyone, the resident, everybody, but we are doing it. And I want to read this. Our last actuarial evaluation for OPEB from 12/31/14 showed the city of Wayne having an actuarial accrued liability of $87,842,665. With the changes that the council has made to retiree health care, the actuarial accrued liability on the 6/30/17 OPEB valuation report is $7,537,123. This is the most important line. This is an $80 million decrease in the city's liabilities. $80 million. That was not done just without hardship. These employees gave up a lot. The retirees gave up a lot to save this city. And I feel terrible that we had to make these cuts. It is not easy, and I want to thank the council for standing behind this, because the main focus was the finances. But now we have to start doing what we need to do. We have to keep our employees. We're going to have to make some decisions to try to help, keep our employees here as well. It's very difficult. They have taken cuts. They are working with skeleton crews. So I want you to understand that that decrease did not come without a lot of hardship. The city's been through a lot. You said no to a millage. We said okay. We had to do what we had to do. But again, that's an $80 million decrease in the city's liabilities. That is huge. And I want to thank Katie and the team and all the employees, all the retirees for your sacrifices. Thank you. I want to remind everybody, behave on the roads. There's a new state law that you have to move over for police, fire, emergency, utility, road workers, all of it. You have to move over one lane or you're going to face a $400 fine. It is ludicrous that we had to pass a law that common sense did not prevail when you see somebody out on the road like that on the highway. Move over. You should be doing that anyway. Even on our local roads. Move over. Give them some space. Too many people have been killed. Buses. That stop sign is out. The lights are flashing. You don't pass it. Lights are flashing. You don't be a passing, as they say. Kids are coming off of that bus. You have to be careful and cautious. And I just cannot just say enough. Please just be real careful when people are working on the roads, when people are out there, and when these kids are getting off this bus and the lights are flashing. I cannot tell you enough. Vern can tell you, even as a crossing guard, people try to go through. Respect these individuals. They're keeping our kids and our community safe. I cannot stress that enough. Trash pickup on Thursday and Friday is delayed by 1 day because of the Thanksgiving holiday, so I just want to remind everybody. Jeff Wild, you answered your own question at the last meeting, so I'm not going to go ahead and answer it. We discussed that. And then I just want to thank the council. These little things mean a lot to us. The fact that you approved moving the meeting in January, thank you. You have no idea what that means to the staff. They've been working very hard. They always work hard, but it'll give us an opportunity to enjoy our holiday. And we can't thank you enough. Those little things do matter to us. So I just wanted to say thank you to all of you for that. And then, you know, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and I'm going to turn it over to the city attorney.
Thank you. Just the one item is the Cadillac apartment building is mostly down now. I was by there. Big thanks to Mike Byton and the building engineering department and all the folks that have had a part through the years, former city attorney, in helping to bring this matter to a close. It's not totally down, but there are a couple of large trucks there hauling away debris, and they were out there this evening. So hopefully by the time you're back for the next council meeting, that whole thing will be down. And then that's it. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Then the item will...
We're not taking any discussion on the administrative report. We're going to just do it right to citizens' comments.
Okay. The next item are citizens' comments or requests on items not on the agenda. Citizens are limited to their comments or requests to 3 minutes. The City Council asks that if you do have a question or concern, to bring it to the attention of the appropriate departments whenever possible. If you feel that the matter has not been resolved satisfactorily, you're encouraged to bring it to the attention of the City Manager, and if still not resolved satisfactorily, to the Mayor and the City Council. The Mayor, the City Council, and the department heads may not respond to the questions at the meeting, but will respond by the next City Council meeting or as soon as possible once they have looked into the matter.
Okay. Mr. Amos.
Evening, Mayor, our new City Council. Evening. My name is Vern Amos. I live on Stellwagen. I am the crossing guard supervisor, and just today I witnessed 2 vehicles on Glenwood passing a school bus with the sign fully out and the red lights flashing. This is just totally ridiculous. It's going on a daily basis throughout our city and the city of Westland, and we need everybody's help to stop this. The citizens that take their kids to school every day. Today I was covering one of our crossing guards that's on vacation at Taft School. I witnessed 5 cars that ran the stop sign and went around the corner without even hesitation. And we've got kids crossing there all the time. So I asked that our police department get more involved with it. I know we're short-handed, but it's only a short half hour in the morning and a short half hour in the afternoon. That we need police support out there because they're not listening to us. So I appreciate all the help we can get. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Blackwell.
It may have, the battery was kind of holding out, so unfortunately the batteries. I can turn mine if you'd like. All right. Thank you.
In regards to the Cadillac apartments, I think 2 people that have not been mentioned that initiated this from the beginning is our former city attorney, Brito O'Leary, and our ordinance officer, Brandon Braun, who was going at it like a gangster. I mean, him and Brito made an awesome team. He's still working at it. And I wanted to know,
or just looking at programming?
And another thing I want to bring up, and I'll wait till the next council because due to time constraints, I was unable to make copies. But the city manager, I believe, was in there when she was talking about the necessity of having a S2 water certification for the assistant DPW director. I will be providing council the job postings for that current position prior to the next council meeting, and I will have them delivered to the clerk's office and through, I don't know whose permission, to have them included with your next council package.
When we get the correspondence, he does that anyway. So.
Okay, so just bring it in and have the city manager distribute them to...
Just take it to the clerk's office.
Okay, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Anyone else? Mr. Wild?
Mayor John Racy. Let that sink in for a minute. On your format change here, if you're not going to allow residents to speak during the agenda, then you're going to have to change the format and allow the residents to talk at the beginning of the meeting so they can speak about their business, because speaking about last meeting's business to try and get change is really irrelevant and a waste of time. So I urge you guys to look at changing the format, move citizen comments to the front so they can comment on the agenda and the business that's going to be taking place. And it's good to see this new council up here. There's a lot of work getting some of you guys up here. And when my work is done, I'm going to ride off into the sunset. Wish you guys happy Thanksgiving. And good luck, man. Keep moving the city forward. Keep pushing the needle. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wild. Anyone else? Mr. Clairman?
Hi, I'm a mentor with Wayne 313 Robotic Zebras robot team over at Wayne Memorial High School. We recently lost one of our corporate sponsors, so we're $3,000 in the hole. We started the GoFundMe campaign for that, and we've had a lot of people step up and share that, including the city manager, Ms. Serini, Mayor Pro Tem Tom Porter, and Councilman Tony Weber. Sorry, Anthony Miller. One day. Really appreciate that. It's great to see everybody helping our students out with that. It's a great program. Teaches science, technology, engineering, math, as well as management. Positive life skills for a lot of kids who otherwise don't have a club to belong to. Also, I want to talk about the Parks and Trails Committee. We've been told that Atwood Parks play structure is being removed. We've been asked, or we also asked if any other parks are going to have theirs removed. We were told simply no. We've had problems with people showing up to those meetings. Anything we can do to actually live up to what we were supposed to be signing up for would be great. We talked about that in the hall. We talked about that with Councilman Webster. And at this point, we signed up not only to do volunteer work, which we're doing, but also to have some kind of direction, or provide some kind of direction for what we're going to be doing with the parks. At this point, we're doing a lot of volunteer work, but not people being listened to. So, if we can look into that, we appreciate that. Also, thank Cadillac Apartments, everybody's been involved with that. It's nice to see that coming down finally. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Comment at the end there.
Councilman Mike Londo from Westland.
Well, tonight I'm here as a volunteer from the Wayne Goodfellows, so thank you. I just want to congratulate all those who ran for office, even the ones that were unsuccessful. Congratulations to the mayor and the mayor pro tem as well. Just want to talk about the Wayne Goodfellows event that's coming up on December 8th. It's Saturday, December 8th from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. It'll be at it's the 32nd annual Wayne Goodfellows fundraiser. It's going to be again at the Hellenic Cultural Center in Westland at 36375 Joy Road. Tickets are going fast. They're almost gone. They're $40 per person, or you can do a table of 10 for $350. Your ticket price includes dinner, desserts, and an open bar. There will be raffles, auctions, sports memorabilia, and the one spin to win wheel. Everybody was asking about the dress code. There is none. I encourage you to wear ugly sweaters or holiday attire and whatever you'd like. You can get tickets at Henry Service Center at 3041 South Wayne Road in Wayne, or you can go to Icon Computers at 3558 West Michigan Avenue, or you can contact us and we will deliver. You can contact Jennifer Dietzen, who couldn't be here tonight, so I'm speaking on her behalf. Her email is GIETZEN@gmail.com, or you can contact Jen Bowers at jenw_627@yahoo.com. Thank you, and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, seeing none, can we move the agenda?
Next item is item 10, items for the next agenda.
Mayor Racy, I'd like to request that we have a meeting set up sometime in January for this council to get together and discuss what our goals are for the coming 2 years. I'd like to have that as an open meeting. I'd like to have that sort of kitchen table conversation with our community on what we can find common ground with and move forward.
Okay, so but that's not for next agenda. So you're fine. That's not going on the next agenda. It's something for next year.
Correct.
Okay.
I'd like to set that meeting up for the 1st of January, after the holidays.
Okay.
So we can have some time to think about it.
Anybody else have anything that they?
I had one thing. I was wondering if we could explore or ask for a report from the building department to see, in theory, if I understand it right now, all rental properties are inspected every 3 years. That's what they can do right now. What I'd like to know is what would they need to increase that frequency to inspect rental properties every 2 years?
Is it something you want to have on the agenda, or is it something that you just want to type this as a presentation, or do you want?
Can we just ask for a report? Yeah, put on the agenda. Ask for a report for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mayor Racy, I have a couple other items. I also like to request that we get a detailed invoice of what we have incurred so far with regards to the labor attorney and also the intern city attorney. An invoice, a detailed invoice since we've started. And
yeah, but they were separate on that.
Yes. Oh, one other question. Can you give us an update on, do we have 2 parks that are listed for sale?
We do have 2 parks. That are still listed.
Did we get a status on the on that possibly from Lori Going? Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, go ahead and move the agenda.
Item is item 11, consent calendar. There are 2 items before you. We need a motion, please.
Motion for.
May I have the motion maker again, please?
Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you.
Do we have a second on that?
Support.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Go ahead.
Next item are 12 are staff updates.
Any staff
I don't think we did that already. So.
I can do it again.
No. Well, if you'd like.
I second that.
Okay. The next item are comments from members of the city council.
Okay. Councilman Wagner.
Just want to say that it's exciting to be here. We have a lot of work ahead of us, but I'm up to it. And there are a lot of volunteer opportunities here in Wayne. I think during the winter those kind of dwindle away, but I'd like everybody to consider how they're going to volunteer in the spring, whether it's with the parks or with Wayne Main Street or whatever other opportunities we have here. Also want to encourage everyone to participate in Small Business Saturday here in Wayne.
Councilwoman Skiff.
Yes, just a few things. First of all, I just wanted to thank the voters for allowing me this opportunity to serve you in this way. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude, and I thank you. I also wanted to thank my opponent, Eric Lehrman, for just sticking to the promise that we made to one another that we were not going to run nasty campaigns against each other. So I thank you, and I know the city of Wayne also thanks you. And last, I just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving. Be safe out there, and see you in 2 weeks.
Okay. Councilman Webster.
Thank you. Well, first off, I want to welcome our new council members, Councilwoman Skiff, Councilman Wagner, and Councilman Miller. Welcome back. I was out with the Cub Scouts a couple weeks ago, and we did scouting for food. If you don't know what that is, that's when you get the bags on your door and they're looking to collect canned food. They actually were able to collect over 1,200 pounds of food, and that went to the St. Mary's food pantry. So I know they were very appreciative of that. But you know, they're always looking for more stuff, especially meats. This is a time of year where there's families that don't have means to get things for themselves. So anything that you can donate to them is going to go out to some needy families, and I know they really appreciate it. Other than that, I just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, and hope everyone has a great holiday.
Okay, thank you. Councilman Miller.
Thank you, Mayor Racy. First of all, I want to take a warm welcome to our new members on council here. And I also want to congratulate on the new leadership roles that Mayor Racy has taken on, and also Mayor Pro Tem Porter. I hope we can find common ground, all of us. I find that it is important for us to find common ground, that we have now been elected to serve all and not a few. That's important. When we come to those times where we find it difficult, it's challenging for us not to find common ground, please, I ask you to remember that. We were all elected by all. Also, I want to say thank you to the residents in this community for placing your trust in me and the honor of being able to serve you. As I said in my oath today, I will hold always true with my higher power. Lastly, I'd like to also start off the kickoff of all the festivities that go on in Wayne, starting Thursday. After Thanksgiving dinner, all the events that are going to be occurring here in Wayne. There's so many things to do here in Wayne, folks. All you need to do is go to the administration page and pick and choose what you want to do. So I encourage you to have safe holidays. I encourage you to have a moment of gratitude with your family. And remember that we have so much to be grateful for. And there's so many out there that don't have what we have. And we need to keep that in mind. So God bless, and thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Porter.
How
do you like that?
It's different. To begin with, I'd like to say congratulations to Councilwoman Skiff and Councilman Wagner and Councilman Miller for his re-election. As Councilman Wagner said, we have a lot of work to do, and we're all going to roll up our sleeves and get at it. We've already been talking, some of us, and some of the things that we would like to see. We're going to look at some goals. We have to look at not only what Councilman Miller said, short-term, 2-year goals, but we need to look into the future a long ways and start setting up our downtown or our whole city here. Be sure and shop small on Saturday. It's a very great chance to walk around town or drive around town and see some of the shops and some of the places. With that, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and be safe if you're traveling, because it's a dangerous time to travel. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I just want to want to answer to Eric. Asked something about the robotics club. I just want to let you know that the Rotary Club approved $500, so you only need $2,500. And then December 1st, we have the tree lighting at the museum at 5:30. Love to see everybody out there. It's a great event with our historical museum and other organizations all coming together. as we light the tree, and we have our Diamond of the Community. Pat Hartford will be there to light the tree, and of course Santa will be there to talk to all the good kids and find out what they want for Christmas. But lots of activities, and it's a family event, so please come out and enjoy that event. I also want to congratulate Councilman Miller on your reelection.
Thank you.
Councilman Wagner and Councilwoman Skiff. I look forward to working with you, and I look forward to working with our council. I'm really excited to have this new council together, and I think we can do some great things if we want to work together. I really think that this council, if we work together, we can really do some great things for this community, and I look forward to working with you guys. I also want to, this week, with all the things that have been going on, just take a minute to be, just think about what you're thankful for. And I think we really need to reflect on that, and our city and our families and everything. Take a minute to do that this week, and spend some time. Make sure you take some time to spend some time with your family if you have the ability to do that. And have a happy Thanksgiving. And I want to end with Go Blue.
So we do need a motion.
Move to adjourn.
Support, go green.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.